Hi there guys, Sam here. Yeah, you joined me in the Golf R, and again, kind of as the title suggests, I just kind of wanted to go over a little bit about the ownership of the car for sort of the last year. So I've owned the car for a year now in about two days time, on Tuesday. So I picked the car up on the 31st of July last year. If people don't know, this is a 2017 April car, Mark 7 Golf R. And I picked it up 3 months old with about 1,400 miles. It's on about 12,400 miles, so I've done about 11,000 miles in the car. Yeah, and just a little bit of going over that. So I'll get straight into it. So yeah, a lot of those miles has been sort of varied, a lot of motorway miles, you know, a lot of sort of fun drives, as hopefully you've seen, and you know, please feel free to check out my videos. So much content I've shared on this sort of Golf R kind of experience. Yeah, and a variety, just either normal day-to-day driving or, you know, a bit of going to like sort of fun events and stuff like that. And yeah, and it's been faultless really throughout the year. I really don't have anything to report in terms of anything negative in terms of the ownership experience. It's just been spotless, as you'd probably expect from a Golf R, well, from a VW really, from a Volkswagen Golf. It kind of does what it says on the tin really. And it does it very, very well, better than a lot of other manufacturers, and it's really sort of brought me into the VW brand. I've never owned another car outside of Ford, so this is kind of my experience into that, and it's been fantastic. So I'll do a bit of a quick run round with the camera on the outside of the car. So I suppose the only things that there's a few stone chips on the front of the bonnet and stuff. I guess that can happen. You know, I don't think the paint is particularly thin or not thin or whatever, but you know, those things happen on the motorway, unfortunately. A bit disappointing, but it is what happens. The car itself, there's nothing really wrong with it at all. Watch out if you've got the 18-inch Cadiz wheels, because they're diamond cut, which such as mine, which means repairing them and bits is a little bit more costly, and you can't do it as frequently as a normal alloy wheel, so just be careful on that. One thing as well with sort of the 3-door car, the door is quite big. You know, it's a medium-sized hatch, I guess, if that makes any sense. And the door is a little bit big, but it's easy enough to get people in and out of the back, should you have it. I don't really have many people in the back, but when it does happen, it's not too big of a deal. For me personally, getting in that, it's a little bit more difficult in car parks, but, you know, I'm not the largest of person. It's not that bad. And, you know, do I regret not having a 5-door? Not really, because 99% of the time, 99% of my driving doesn't really need a 5-door, so it's not that bad. I also think, and again, it's everyone's sort of personal opinion, I think the 3-door looks a lot better than a 5-door Golf R. And yeah, it's been great. You know, even like the interior, like the seats aren't wearing at all. You know, the bolsters are quite high actually on sort of like on the seats, and there's no wear on them at all. It's sort of like cloth. It's not really leather. And that's quite a good thing in some ways. It's a little bit of sort of like Alcantara on the side. The wheel hasn't worn at all. The really, really nice leather steering wheel with stitching. The interior itself, there's no scratches. There's nothing really wrong with it at all. And actually, the more I think about it talking to you guys, it's an absolutely terrific job, sort of like on the interior side and sort of the build quality of VW. And I think that should be kind of commended, really. It's a superb car on those kind of sides. And no issues with any sort of like the electronics, you know, nav, the infotainment's really, really good. It's more than quick enough. The mirrors dim and they're really cool. They fold in every time. They fold in on the move if you need it to. There's literally been nothing wrong with it, which I guess is kind of what you can expect. It's been great. I've got a 6-speed manual gearbox. It's been great. You know, no issues. Bit of time wearing in, I guess. The first sort of early stages of me owning the car, I picked up quite new. You know, the gearbox was kind of, I guess, a bit notchy, but, you know, it's fine. It's a good enough gearbox. I enjoy it. I enjoyed the engagement. Again, loads of videos I've done on, well, a few videos I've done on that. It's got parking sensors all around, which are really, really helpful. They work well. Heated seats work really well. Climate control's really, really good. All kind of the basics, really, and it does it very, very well. Adaptive cruise control, really cool. Yeah, it's a very, very good car. Electronic parking brake, you know, it's just the easiest thing to get used to. you know, okay, it's a bit weird going into a car with a handbrake now, but you know, it just makes life a little bit more easier, you know. And that's really good. I like the frameless mirror as well. I've said that before. I think that looks cool. It saves a bit more space. It looks a bit more stylish as well. Yeah, so kind of what you really expect. It is a fun and engaging car as well, being a four-wheel drive hot hatch, and you know, it's a great car to drive around in, really. But it's also a great ownership proposition just in general for day to day. I think it's better than most cars out there, let alone hot hatches or hyper hatches. It's really, really top drawer. But yeah, I don't want to take this video too long, because I kind of said a lot about this car and nothing's really changed my mind. It's you know, it's more than enough fun than you'd ever want, and really special on that side. It's a ridiculously good daily car, and it makes it even more astonishing how good of a daily car it is, with the flip side of it, that it can be that fun. You can go on fun drives, you can have a laugh. It's brilliant. You know, I absolutely love it, and you know, I'm looking forward to more time in it, really. That's the main thing. Yeah, so that's really it. I don't want to go into too much more. You know, I think it's a special car. You know, even if on the outside it looks a bit toned down, particularly maybe in my paint colour as well, in sort of the limestone grey. But then you look at the 4 exhaust, which I do like to kind of chrome up a bit, get a bit of metal polish. That looks cool, looks special, and it warrants it as well, because it is more than capable of sort of shouting about the speed it can do. And I think that's really cool. Yeah, the main thing as well to say, you know, hopefully more exciting content to come in the next couple of weeks. You know, there might be a cool opportunity on the cards. You know, hopefully I'll be able to show you that, and that'll be really cool to show you guys, and yeah, to show that kind of stuff to you as well. But you know, going on from that, you know, more content on this Golf R, more on owning it. You know, it's a brilliant car, and you know, when you want to have a fun drive, you can have a fun drive. When you want to do day-to-day stuff, it just does that so well. It's definitely the best daily car I've ever had, and you know, even if it doesn't quite cut the fun side of it, as then perhaps a Focus RS, or you know, maybe, like I've said before, a Fiesta ST, or something maybe a bit more hardcore, it's 99% there, and the compromise of that small amount is more than made up to by the fact that it just blows them all away in your dailiness, which is what you use the car. You know, I don't sit this car in the driveway doing nothing. I drive it daily, I drive it to work, I do all those things, and it does it really well. And yeah, I thoroughly recommend it. But yeah, that's it. You know, give this video a like if you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe for more content. Hopefully even more exciting content to come in a couple of weeks, which will be really cool to share with you guys. Certainly different shots that I've never been able to kind of show before as well, and the people involved I'm hopefully really looking forward to meet. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and for the support, the subscribers, the likes, the comments. Please feel free to drop a comment, or as always, kind of in this video, what's your experience of your Golf R, if you've got one, what questions you have, and I'll always be happy to ask. And again, I like how the kind of community with you guys with the Golf R is so cool, to kind of get involved in that kind of discussion, and you know, we're all here to help each other out at the end of the day. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and yeah, hopefully I will see you again next time. Cheers, guys.